He missed the class for 2 days. Uh, so we are continuing the same subject of Jata Karma. A very important thing here, we are discussing in the mantra what I had dictated earlier. Om yaste stanaha shashayo yo mayo bhuryo ratnadha vasuvidyas sudatraha yena vishwa pushyasi varyani saraswati tam yaha dhatave kaha. This is from Shatapatha Brahmana.
Imam sthanamam urjastvantam dhaya.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yajurveda 1787.
Yes, I jumped one mantra. Imam stanamum urjaswantam dhayapam prapeenamagne sarirasya madhye utsam jushasva madhumantam arvantas samudriyam sadanama vishaswa. Yes, Yajurveda 1787, right. So here, this mantra and the next mantra, both mantra they concentrate on the mother feeding the child, breastfeeding to be clear. It speaks about the breastfeeding. We have seen in history that breastfeeding was the best earlier also, and that was the common thing. And that is the special feature of mammals. Call them mammals. But somehow, because of so many things, people thought that breastfeeding will destroy the beauty of the mother and beauty consciousness, so many other things. And because of their food habits and lifestyle, the milk was not produced in their breasts. That was also a problem. And because of the modern lifestyle, the mother also works, the father also works. There's no time for them to feed the child. So then it all started with this bottle feeding. So bottle feeding and external milk was given to the child. Over a period, they found that resulted in ill health of the child, that never nourished the child. It was the mother's milk which only gives the best nourishment to the child, that they discovered later. And now, throughout the world, there is a big, movement. There's a big movement where they support this breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is the best. And now in many countries, they have made it a rule on this artificial milk products. They write breastfeeding is the best. So they are supposed to mention that. They are supposed to mention on the package of artificial milk and milk products. That's a rule in many countries. Now it's a shift. It is a shift from breastfeeding to artificial milk and other things, and then again to breastfeeding. But here in these two mantras, thousands of years ago, they are very clear that breastfeeding is the best. This you have to observe. That is, the visualization of the seers, the rishis, was so clear that they knew this is the right thing. A lot of changes have gone by and they are coming back again. The same procedure. And there are many things in that also you have to observe. Say, as long as the mother breastfeeds the child, the probability of conceiving again is less. That's number one. Number two, because of breastfeeding, there will be a lot of impulses that are created in the body of the mother. And the womb and the other things, they get set to the original place because of breastfeeding. It's also another peculiar thing. Say the womb and other things that have expanded to accommodate the child, and some of the things would have gone out, like the placenta and other things. Now the delivery is also over. Now after that, all these organs related to reproduction have to again shrink and take their own place. And this breastfeeding helps that. They don't breastfeed, the reproductional organs will not shrink so easily and takes a lot of time, and there could be some problems also. They are interlinked. They are interlinked. The breastfeeding will prompt the reproduction organs to shrink and take its place. That is good for the mother. Okay, from the mother side I have told. From the child's side, that is the best food that it can get during that period. That too, the first milk. Child is born, just born, and the first feeding is the best. It is called as, in medical terms, colostrum. Colostrum. It's called as colostrum, the first milk. It's called colostrum. And this colostrum contains a lot of antibiotics, natural antibiotics. This colostrum contains a lot of natural antibiotics, and it gives a very high immunity to the just born child. Now you see, the child is exposed to the environment external. Just now. It had a very cozy house in the womb of the mother so far. It was so cozy, so fine. But it has come out. Now it has to take the sun, it has to see the cold, it has to see so many things, so many changes have been made. Now it is not cozy compared to the womb where it was so far. So here it has to fight and adjust itself, accommodate itself to the external environment. So it needs a lot of immunity, a lot of strength, and all that is given by this colostrum, the first milk of the mother, colostrum. Because it contains naturally so much. It's the same in all mammals. It's not just in man species, human beings. It is so in all the animals, all mammals for that matter. The first milk that the mother feeds to the child, any mammal for that matter, is full of antibiotics, protective things. It gives a lot of resistance and immunity to the child. It's a wonderful arrangement in the nature. Because it has to adjust itself to the external environment, and it has to take so many, so it has to react and save itself. It needs a lot of protective system. So all the protective system is fed to it. The immunity is fed to it through these natural antibiotics called colostrum. So these two mantras, whatever you are seeing, it speaks about that colostrum. It also speaks about the regular milk. The very production of milk in a mammal is for the well-being of the child, well-being of the calf, well-being of the small kid. That's the nature's protection. So here I want to make a few remarks. It's not directly associated with this mantra thing, but general. In mammals, milk is produced for the calf. Any mammal for that matter. So the primary right of any calf is on the mother's milk. The primary right is for that. But what we are doing now is totally the other way. In dairy farming, whatever you have got in dairy farming, we never allow the kid to have the mother's milk. We milk it. What was the earlier method? They used to give the calf a little milk, then pull it away and milk the whole thing and sell it or use it. It's inhuman. Because it is the calf which has the primary right over mother's milk, not we. Okay, this was somewhat better. Now, the cow never sees its calf at all. They have got lot of machines which is put to the udder of the cow and just sucks the milk. The mother cow never sees the calf at all. All that milk what we get, we pasteurize it, we pack it, we sell it, and so many things we do. It's a big business today. It is too inhuman. The milk is produced in the mother for the sake of its calf. How are we authorized to suck it with the help of machinery? We are not supposed to. So there is a thought going on, that is violent milk and non-violent milk. Violent milk and non-violent milk. Violent milk is that which is never given to the calf and we suck all the milk that is produced. So it is a violent milk. Non-violent milk is we allow the calf to drink to its satisfaction, full, and then whatever is left, if left, okay, that we take it, that we milk it and use it. That's a non-violent milk. The primary right of the calf on its mother's milk is recognized, is appreciated, is respected. That's a non-violent milk. And some people today around the world, they are not happy even with that. They say, whatever milk products are there, whatever animal products are there, we'll never use it at all. And they are called as vegans today. You'll be knowing about veganism. So many things are there. So many things are there. In some things, we are going against nature. We are not respecting the nature's arrangement or nature system. In other places, we live in accordance with the nature system. Veganism has got its own positives and negatives. That also we have to see. Mostly, those who are vegans, they suffer from calcium and vitamin C shortage, because that is one of the sources through this milk. So an intermediary way could be a non-violent milk would be all right. Give whatever the calf drinks and whatever is left, only that we will use it. In fact, whether we use it or not, that's a different thing. If some milk is left after the calf has drunk, that milk has to be milked and thrown out. Whether we use it or not is a different issue. We have to milk it and throw it. Otherwise, what is called as some disease with the udder will have, the cow will have. That extra milk is left in its udder. That's also a problem. I'm not getting the right medical term for that in veterinary science. That extra milk which is left in the udder of the cow or the mammal, whatever it is, it has to be taken out and thrown. Using it is different. So when we take it out, okay, because it is having a lot of medicinal values, we can use it, and it is a non-violent milk. I stress, non-violent milk. And all the nutrients what we need also we get through it. So it's a big industry today. If I say dairy farming is against nature, nobody will listen. Because the dairy is a very big industry throughout the world. In every country, in every place. But that's the truth. That's the truth. So the milk, the mammal, the calf, this interrelationship with them. So here, in this mantra and the next mantra, they speak about the greatness and importance of the mother's milk. That's the milk produced by a mammal for its calf. And this was known to Vedic rishis thousands of years back. They were very clear, this is what is to be done. And they always supported this non-violent milk. They never used for this violent milk. At the feeding time, yes, they leave the calf, it eats, it drinks the mother's milk to its complete satisfaction and gets away. Then if anything is left, they use it, otherwise no. For this reason, they cannot have just one cow and calf. They need many, because finally the output is less. So I've got many cows. Yes, totally we can have something for our use. So in every house, for that matter, in every house, rearing cows was a must. Say elsewhere, they speak about how a house must be constructed, how a home must be constructed. What are all the things you should have? A bedroom, we say, a veranda, we say, a bathroom, we say, kitchen, we say. These are all necessary things in any house. Maybe the material we use may be different from one place to another. So, okay. But in every place we need this. We need this. Living space, all these things. Like this, it is explained in the Vedas, and they say in every house there should be one Goshala. Goshala. Then it says every house should have one Yajnashala, where you perform yajna regularly. Yagashala, Yajnashala, Goshala is a must. And another one, quarters for the guests. Atithi Yajna I have told, I have spoken about it several times. So when an Atithi comes, where do you accommodate them? So it is a special part in the house for the sake of those Atithi. Then there should be special quarters for women, because their needs are different from men. And it should be a very, very private corner exclusively for the use of women. So this, they call it as Antahpura. Antahpura. An internal private room for the use of the woman folk in the house. Later this Antahpura has been distorted and has become a harem. Harem, you know. It's not a harem. Antahpura is a private internal room exclusively for the use of women. Antahpura should be there, Goshala should be there, Yagashala should be there, guest quarters should be there. See, this is what the Veda mantra says. Some other day we'll discuss about it. So the vision of the Vedic seers was very clear, very practical. And they had all the knowledge about everything what they did. So Goshala was a must in any one house. Because that Kshira, not only Kshira, all the products, it may be milk, it may be a curd, it may be butter, it may be buttermilk, it may be ghee, clarified ghee. Not only that, even the dung and urine of cow, it's all usable and medicinal in value. There also they are very clear in calling it as cow, in recognizing it as cow. What happens in a dairy industry? Let us see. In dairy industry, all cows are tied. All cows are tied, and we feed them, right? In dairy, what we do? So in a line, all cows are tied, and they stand there, sit there, sleep there, and at the correct time, they are given the fodder, they are given the water, so many things, hay, it's all given there itself. That is not a cow at all. That's not a cow at all. What does go mean? Go means gamalr gatau. That which roams is called a cow. It's not that which is tied to one place and fed is not a cow. The cows must be left. Of course, in big farms, cows are left. But the environment where cows are left, that big farm, that big yard, whatever it is an unnatural thing. But cows should be left as it is, and they should roam in the forest, they should roam in the uncultivated land, untouched by human beings, and there they are able to select wonderful herbs and eat. They should be allowed to roam. That roaming is called as gau. Gachati iti gauhu. Because it roams, it is called gau. And milk of such a cow, which has roamed and selected herbs and has eaten, the milk will have a lot of medicinal value. Not the one which is reared in our cow sheds. Of course, cow shed is for just shelter. But early morning we should leave them, they should roam, and night they have to come back by evening. That's a system. Then such a cow will yield good milk for the calf, and if left for us also, it is very good. There are so many principles attached to cow and cow rearing. Finally, it culminates into the mammalian way of life and our life attached to it, because we are also mammals. We are also mammals. Mother's milk is the best, no doubt about it. In case some problem is there, then the next best alternative is cow's milk. In one area. Maybe in other geographical areas, maybe the milk of a buffalo, or the milk of a camel, the milk of a donkey, but they are all come under mammalian group only. So whatever animal is available to them there, that would be the best for them. But even then, comparatively, cow's milk is the best. Okay, a lot of discussions we have done, keeping in mind the mammals, the milk. Now we are coming to the exact mantra, what it says. Imam stanam urjaswantam dhayapam prapeenam agni sarirasya madhye utsam jushasva madhumantam arvan samudriyam sadanama vishasva. The mammary gland is the source of preparation of the milk in all mammals. Mammae, we call it as. Now, what is produced in the breast? The milk. That is urjaswantam. That's the first quality. Urjaswantam. Urjas means health, strength. One quality of that mother's milk for the child is urjaswantam, health giving and nourishment giving, making the child strong. No other food other than mother's milk is capable of giving so much of strength and health to the child. In mammals. In a group of mammals, mother's milk is the best for the just born baby. Until it goes to a certain level, then it can assimilate and eat other external foods. Till such time, maybe a year or two, mother's milk is the best food. That's in case of human being history. In other animals, okay, they have got their own spans through which the child depends upon the mother's milk. The periods will change. As far as human beings is concerned, it is roughly 1.5 to 2 years. Urjaswantam. The one which gives health and strength. Health and strength. The mother's milk has got that quality. Urja Swantam. Then Agni is there. Prapinam Agni. Agni is in vocative case. And that Agni is referred to this just born baby. O Agni. O just born baby who is like, direct meaning Agni is fire, burning bright. Another one is who has the quality of growth. Agigato. Agigato is to move. So here, more than moving, we concentrate on development, growth. O child who has got the potential to grow, who is bright. O child, this mother's milk, what is there? The one which comes from the stana is called as stanya. Stanya. Stanya is the mother's milk. Breast is stana. The milk out of it is called as stanya. So whatever is there that you are getting from the mother's breast, it is Urjaswantaha. Dhayapam. Dhayapam. Dudhai dharana poshanayoho. That will give you all the nourishment and bear you and support in all respects and protects you. This is another quality of the mother's milk. Propinam. Propinam. Pina is to become large. Large. Propinam, it has the capacity to make you grow. Propinam, make you grow. Propinam. It's nourishing, health giving. It nourishes you and it helps you in your growth. It's also easily understandable. Maybe in one case, the child has got a mother and mother's milk is there. Maybe in another case, a child doesn't get the mother's milk. When you compare these two children, yes, the one which drinks the mother's milk will grow well, will have a healthy growth. Whereas the other one will not have that healthy growth. It's easy to understand. So the quality of the mother's milk has got a capacity to help the child grow physically. Grow physically. Of course, it has got other qualities also to make the child grow mentally also. Both. Totally, growth giving elements are there in the mother's milk. Prapinam, Agni, Sarirasya Madhye. Ra and La are same. Ra and La. Whether it's Ra, we can take La. Where it is La, we can take Ra. Salilasya Madhye. Sarirasya is equal to Salilasya. Yenamado Ralayor Abhedaha Nenama. In Jorageli Kelsila. In grammar they say Ralayor Abhedaha. Rala Abhedaha. Where we have to use Ra, we can use La. Where we have to use La, we can use Ra. No problem. Ralayor Abhedaha. So Salilasya Madhye. Salila Cell is water, milk, something which is in liquid form. So among such liquids, among such nourishing liquids, madhye, salilasya madhye, the best thing is this. I got many liquids. With the help of which we can feed the baby. Many liquids. But which is the best liquid? The best liquid is the mother's milk. Why liquid only? Hard food it cannot take. It's a baby. It's an infant. So gradually, after the growth of teeth only, it can take solid food. It can chew and eat it. Till such time, it has to depend on only liquid food. So there are many liquids with which you can feed the child. But among all the liquids, the best liquid is the mother's milk. If I am to give any other liquid, let us say, if I am to give any other liquid other than mother's milk, then I have to use a glass or a tumbler or a flask, something like that. It has to be sterilized. I cannot use it as it is. It's a big process, I have to sterilize, I have to give a suitable temperature to the liquid what I am giving, which is tolerable to the tongue of the child. I have to see so many things. But mother's milk, everything is ready, sterilized well, and the temperature of the mother's milk is just fitting to the tolerance of the child. Another one peculiar thing is there, you may be surprised. During summer, the mother's milk will be cool. During winter, it will be warm. It's also a peculiar thing what happens. It's all peculiarities in nature. Mother's milk will adjust itself to the external temperature. If it's warm outside, it will be cold. If it's cold outside, the mother's milk will be warm. And it is enjoyable by the child, and it can be, need not sterilize, do anything, just we can feed it. And it's got all these internal qualities of giving health, of giving immunity, so many things. So among all liquids, this is the best liquid. Not only mother's milk, we have got other things also which follow this method. This is out of subject. The water in a well, not bore well, an open well which is dug. The water in the open well also, when it is cold outside, the water will be warm. If it is warm outside, it will be cold. If it is hot outside, it will be cold. Then, the shadow of a peepal tree. It also has the same feature. The shadow of a peepal tree. It's too hot outside. If you just sit under that peepal tree, yes, it will be cool and enjoyable. And at the same time, if it is cold outside, you just sit under this peepal tree, you feel a little warmth. It's all peculiarities in nature. The well's water, the shadow of the peepal tree, and the mother's milk. Then I got another thing. I got darbha. Darbha, you know it. Darbha is a type of grass. Darbha, type of grass. A mat made out of this darbha also has the same feature. If you lay down on it, say it's a summer, you lay down on it, you feel a little bit cool. At the same time, if it is cold outside, if you sleep on it, you feel a little warmth. Darbha. Darbha grass. They are listed these four. The darbha grass, the shadow of the peepal tree, the water in the well, and the mother's milk. They are all subject to air conditioning it. If I can use that word, air conditioning. If it's cool outside, it will be warm. If it is hot outside, they become cool. Lot of such things they have invented and discovered. And in that list comes the mother's milk. So because of these features, among all liquids through which we can feed the child, by which we can feed the child, this is the best for the child, mother's milk. Salila madhye. Among all liquids, this is the best one. Sarirasya madhye, salilasya madhye. Utsam jushasva. Utsam means cough. Utsam is cough. This is just born baby in our case. Across baby and infant. In general, any baby or infant of a mammal is called as a cough. Cough. Utsam jushasva. Jushasva is jusha priti sevaniyo. While feeding, love it. Love it. It's a wonderful psychological thing which you have to understand. Feeding is not just a mechanical thing. Feeding is not just a mechanical thing. The quality of the milk that's being fed by the mother to the child varies depending upon the temperament and mood of the mother. It's a very subtle chemistry we have to understand. Subtle chemistry. If the mother is angry or disturbed, the milk what she feeds will be irritating to the child. The moods also have an impact on the production of the milk and its quality and properties. If she is calm and pleasant, yes, the same calmness and pleasantness will get transferred to the child through the mother's milk. The quality of the milk will vary depending upon the mood and temperament of the mother. So elsewhere, in particular in Ayurveda Shastra, they speak about this. While feeding, be calm, be pleasant, think right. If the mother is irritated, if the mother is disturbed, if the mother is subjected to grief and other things, the quality of the milk will change and it will be the same disturbance and anxiety and depression to the child you are passing on, not milk. If you are calm and pleasant, yes, it is nectar what you are passing. Otherwise, it is poisonous to the child. The same milk, same mother, same cough. This is a very subtle science. Of course, we can anytime experiment it and find out in the laboratory. Check the quality of the milk when she is in one mood, when she is in another mood. But of course, the instruments what if used to check it has to be so subtle also, which can identify the different qualities and composition of the mother's milk. So keeping all this in mind, they say, Utsam jushasva, love your cough. With love you feed. With love you feed. Don't feed it mechanically. Don't feed it keeping something in your mind and mechanically feeding the child. Don't do it. Love the child. Wish the child all the good. And that your wish will pass on through the milk to the child. In a subtle way. In a subtle way. Utsam jushasva, love the child. And it's a great service that you can do to the cough. It's the best way of showing your love to the child. Concentrate on what you are doing. Think good. Wish good. Love and give the milk. Feed the milk. Nowadays, this whole thing has gone. We feed them on bottles. We feed them on several other things. Other chemical products which are produced and available in the markets and malls. From there also we have lost the touch between the mother and the child. Then, even while feeding, we are busy with several other jobs. It automatically sucks the milk, we are busy with other things. No, that itself is a wonderful job to be done by the mother. Concentrate, love the child and give the best what you have through the milk. Only then the child will get the proper nourishment and the best nourishment possible. How it will happen? When you love the child. When you feel it's a burden for you, then nothing will happen. Love it, love it. You only have given birth to it. It's not only during Jata Karma, I repeat, it's not only during Jata Karma, at the time of birth, but continuously until the child depends on the mother. The child is breastfed till that every day, every time. Reserve some time, sit calm and feed the child well with all your love and affinity. Utsam Jushaswa. Madhumantam. Make it sweet. When you say madhumantam, it's not that you have to add honey or sugar or jaggery. No, it's not like that. Your very love will make the milk sweeter. It will make love sweeter. It makes it sweeter. The child will enjoy. If you observe, when the child is breastfeeding, it enjoys that breastfeeding, and by the end of it, it will go into deep sleep. Much observed. The child goes to deep sleep with full satisfaction when it is fed by the mother with all love and other things. Just sleeps. It becomes calm and quiet. Madhumantam, let it be sweet. The sweetness to the mother's milk comes by her thoughts and attitudes and love. That's how the property of the milk changes. Madhumantam. Then Arvantam. Madhumantam, Arvantam. Arvantam Samudriyam. Arvantam Samudriyam. Now, the mother's milk which is produced for the consumption of the child is not just like in a tap. Okay, we turn on the tap, yet it flows and flows and flows. No, it's not like that. As the child sucks, it gets manufactured and comes one after another, one after another. Similar to, it says, similar to the waves in an ocean, wave-like. In the same way the milk is produced and passed on to the child. It's not just a opening of a tap and it comes continuously. No. It comes, it sucks it, by the time the next batch will be ready, it sucks it, next batch will be ready, it sucks, of course, in very small quantities. If it is like a tap, it chokes. It cannot drink everything immediately. It's not like that. The system is very wonderful. It is like the waves in an ocean. Wave-like. The first wave will come, it will drink. Until it drinks, the next wave is not coming. Once the first thing is over, then the second wave will come, it drinks it, the third wave, it's a wave-like motion. So that's how the milk is sucked by the child. And Sadanam Avishaswa. So like this, Sadana is the place, that is the child, into which the milk is fed. Now, the mother's milk will enter into this house, in this newborn house, into just newborn baby, this way. Sadanam Avishaswa Vishapraveshane. It's a beautiful explanation of breastfeeding. It's a beautiful explanation. It speaks about the way it is produced and passed on to the child. It speaks about the quality of the milk. It speaks of the inevitability of using this mother's milk. Nothing is better than this. This is the best one. It's inevitable for a child. And speaks of the quality of the milk, which changes depending upon the attitude and health of the mother. It's a wonderful explanation I find here. And the same thing is continued in the next mantra. The importance and the valuable nature of this mother's milk. So I'll dictate that mantra, you can note down. That is from Shatapatha Brahmana. Shatapatha Brahmana. Of course, it has got that Shatapatha Brahmana thing has got a root in this Yajurveda mantra. What is explained in Yajurveda mantra is further extended. That one. Yaste stanaha. Yaste stanaha. Shashayo. Shashayo. Both talavya. Shashayo. Yaste stanaha. Shashayo. Yo mayobhuriyo. Yo mayobhuriyo. Yo mayobhuriyo. Ratnadha. Ratnadha. Vasuvidyaha. Ratnadha. Vasuvidyaha. Sudatraha. Vasuvidyaha Sudatraha. One line. Yena Vishwa Pushyasi. Yena Vishwa Pushyasi. Varyani. Yena Vishwa Pushyasi Varyani. Saraswati. Saraswati. Twamiha. Twamiha. Dhatave kaha. Dhatave kaha. Double line. 2 lines. Yaste. Yahate. Mayobhuryo. Mayobhuhu yaha. Vasuvidyaha. Vasuvit yaha. Vasuvit yaha. Tamiha. Tam iha. Tamiha. Tam iha. They have given a different order here. Okay, this is from Rigveda 1:164, and at the end they have given here. That should have come first. Reference. Rigveda 1:164:49. This is Rigveda mantra, also found in Shatapatha Brahmana. Rigveda 1.164.49. Usually what they give in this book is first they give Veda, then they give Brahmana, then they give Grihya Sutra. That's the order. But here while giving reference to this mantra, they again Shatapatha Brahmana first and Rigveda last. We generally see the first one and proceed. Okay, this is from Rigveda 1.164.49. So you'll understand this mantra. It is a continuation of whatever you saw in Yajurveda mantra about this mother's milk and breastfeeding. The same thing is continued here. We'll discuss it in the next class, that is the day after tomorrow. Friday for me, Thursday night for you. Okay, thank you very much.